treat you the way you allow them to treat you. Never in a million years allow people to project their mediocrity on you, because that is going to make you eat breadcrumbs. Because when they are projecting their mediocrity on you, they are programming your mind to believe that you cannot achieve anything. You are not a robot. You are a human being, whole and complete within yourself. When God said in the Bible, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but I gave you the spirit of power and a sound mind. That verse applied to you also. It applied to everyone. You have a sound mind. You were given the spirit of power. So do not fear the unknown. Because some people, they eat the breadcrumbs because they fear the unknown. They will be like, okay, if I do not accept this job, I am not going to get another job. Listen, you can always get something. I just want to give you an example of what happened to me. I knew this principal. She works in a private school. Actually, she and her husband owns the school. They offered me a job to teach economics, like more than 5 classes. And she was saying to me I was going to get 4,000 rand. And then I was like, I cannot work for 5,000 rand because that is peanuts. It's not even going to pay my rent and my other bills. And she was like, but there are no jobs, you know? Like, that's programming people to believe that there are no jobs. They have to take whatever is there. I said, no, I'm not gonna take the job. And then I laughed when she said that, because that is the way I cope if somebody says something that hurts me. So there was this guy that used to help me with accounting data processing when I was doing my undergrad. And she was like, you can go to Telegram groups, the same groups that you were in when you were doing your undergrad, when you are doing your undergrad. There are students who are struggling with some modules that you've passed with distinction. So when they are asking questions on these Telegram groups, you can answer their question. And eventually, some of them, they will see how you are responding on the Telegram group and they will message you privately. And then they will ask for a service. They will ask you to help you to prepare for the assignments and to prepare for their portfolios, to prepare like something like a scoop, or to simplify things or to make them understand. Because this guy was doing exactly that. For him to help me with accounting data processing, I had also found him on a Telegram group, and he said, you can literally do the same thing as what I'm doing. Sometimes I would just take 20 minutes or 30 minutes to prepare, like, a scoop for a portfolio or for an assignment, especially for those modules that I've passed with the distinction. It won't even take me time to prepare that. Maybe 20 minutes, I'll be having 150. I've been having 250. I've been having like 350. And then if I had listened to that person who said to me, I have to take anything that is there because the jobs are not going to be there. Jobs are scarce. Of course, the jobs are scarce. Those are living in South Africa knows that jobs are scarce. But there is always something that you can do as long as you tell yourself, I am going to step out of my comfort zone. I am going to try something new. I grew up watching my mom working for a wealthy relative. He had about 3 businesses. After my dad passed away, my mom had to leave my father's house for a reasons best known to herself, because like I was younger at that point. So she had to go to the uncle and she didn't have accommodation. And she worked for the rich uncle who did not pay anything, who did not pay her anything. And I witnessed that. I was watching that. I made a decision that, you know what, nobody is going to do that to me. Nobody is going to do that to me. I'm not going to work for anybody and for no pay or like for a minimum payment. As long as I have a sound mind, God said He will give us a sound mind. God has said the promise of the sound mind, the promise of the spirit of power, it is for everybody who is accepting that promise. I told myself that I'm not going to do that. I'll give another example of a friend of mine who grew up in Zam, and she came to South Africa. She didn't have high school education. She didn't allow her current situation. She didn't allow people to say, okay, you don't have a qualification, you are in your 30s, what are you going to do? She took herself to a nice school. She got a matric in a nice school. And then she did distance learning with UNISA, University of South Africa. And then she got her law degree because she didn't allow people to program her mind to believe that she cannot have more. Because sometimes we do not step out of our comfort zone. We fear the unknown because our mind has already been programmed to believe that we cannot have more. Let me tell you, you can have more. When I see people are succeeding in life, achieving their goals, like being successful, and then I always tell myself, if these people can achieve this, it means it is attainable. If these people can like have this, it means it is within reach. Never allow people to tell you that the jobs are scarce and now you're working in a very toxic environment where you are paid peanuts. Sometimes you stay in that toxic relationship because you have been programmed to believe that you have children, you are very old, you will not get another husband, or you will not get another man. You already have children. Who is going to love you with all these children? Listen, you can still get somebody that is going to love you with those children. I remember, like, there was one time I was at church, and then this other lady was saying to me, you need to go back to your baby daddy so that you can have another baby, because you are so old, you are not going to get married, you are not going to have somebody, so go back to the baby daddy so that you can have another child. And then I was like, is it going to increase the rand currency value? Because if it is not going to increase the value of the rand, and then it is not worth my time and it's not worth my time, it is not worth my attention, it is not worth my energy. Because for me, if you are telling me something, for me to only accept what you are saying, it has to add value, it has to edify, it has to build me in a certain way. I cannot just like accept anything for the sake of accepting anything. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry guys, my phone is ringing. So never allow people to program you to make you believe that you cannot have more. You can have more. I can give so many examples. You can literally have more. As long as God said, I did not give you the spirit of fear, then why are you fearing the unknown? Because like, if I leave this man, what is gonna happen to me? If I leave this job, what is gonna happen to me? You are fearing the unknown. Step out of that comfort zone. Do not be like an underdog that is under the table of the master. Do not allow people to project their limiting beliefs on you. Do not allow that. Do not accept people's beliefs as your own. You can have more. Like what I said earlier on, if somebody can have it, you can have it too. It is attainable. It is within reach. You were given the spirit of power. You were given the spirit. You've given the sound mind. Use your sound mind. You are not a robot. So this is gonna be the end of the video. I hope this video is going to help somebody out there. I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye, besties.